Hello everybody and welcome back to the Down Under Gamer channel. It is the Down Under Gamer here with episode 2 of our Europa Barbarorum 2.3, a total conversion mod for Medieval 2 Total War Pontic Let's Play campaign. So obviously at the end of the last episode we drew the defending army and the rebel army that was in the fields out of the city into a huge pitched battle. We came out victorious and we managed to take Sinop from them. So that said, I've been sort of reading a few of the hints and tips from several of the other people that have commented on the video and commented on the thread over at the Total War Center forums about sort of strategies and ways to expand and all that sort of good stuff. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to send our spy out to scout, because that's what spies do. And we're going to try and find a village or a settlement worth taking. That one looks like a pretty good potential. Can't really do much there. So guys, before we jump into it today, just a couple of announcements for those of you that are following the channel. Obviously I've talked about it in that particular let's play, but my EB1 Sweeboz let's play very, very soon coming to an end. We're at episode 16, which was recorded earlier today. So obviously, guys, if you want, go and check that let's play out for the EB1 mod. Obviously, if I get enough support, then maybe we'll continue that let's play for a little bit longer. But otherwise, we're probably going to round it up to finale around episode 20. And then basically what I will do is I'll work out a list of games, potential mods, etc, 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 that I currently have, and I'll put those forward to the community, and you guys can let me know which one of those you'd like to see and let's play for next. That said, also when I recorded the previous episode of this, there are elements of the EB soundtrack, obviously, which are copyrighted. So anybody who knows anything about YouTubing, in order to avoid copyright strikes and all that sort of good stuff, there's an option where you can edit basically that out of your video. So in the previous video there is a section of about, I think it's about 45 seconds where there's no audio. So it's not an upload or a video glitch, it's just purely because there was some music from the soundtrack which popped up and sort of gave me a copyright clash, I guess, and so I just sort of asked YouTube to auto edit that out, and unfortunately they don't just remove the music, they just completely remove all the audio. So if that does happen, guys, in future uploads, then depending on how big it is, I'll obviously just edit it out. So if you do hit spots where there's no audio, that is probably why. So that said, guys, as always, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, smash that subscribe button, drop this video a like, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. So let's get into it. So winter, more recruitment slots. That's interesting. So what have we got? Our households. We're 8. So we're back to making a little bit of money.
Anameno lantanon.
So obviously guys, for those of you that are familiar with EB1 and the Rome game engine in general, I believe Rome was hard-coded where you could have a maximum of 19 playable factions, and obviously there was one slot reserved for the rebels. I believe Medieval 2, and please correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had a maximum of 29 faction slots, and obviously one reserved for the rebels. So the campaign that I'm playing here is obviously a lot more interesting, because I have, you know, a, how do we put it? There's a lot more factions in a close proximity to me. So, you know, obviously we've got Simmer and Bosporus up here. We've got Pergamon over here, whereas in the original EB they don't actually exist.
Lantano e Poron.
So what do we got? Faction announcements, a coming of age. Oh, 2 more generals. Happy days. That's always exciting.
Lord Hoy! Aton! Zeus Pater Nike! Logoi, por el oeste os Erantio!
And we're now back to sort of losing a little bit of money again. Why not? No guts, no glory.
Paseste ten Kelonen!
So there's one thing I did actually notice, guys, was this here, this traveler's log. This is awesome. This just goes through and it tells you all about the geography, the history, people, society, and the government. Like, you know, this is awesome. I think this is really, really great, and this is clearly why. You know, EB by far, as far as Medieval 2 or Rome 2 goes, is one of the best mods out there, because of the level of detail, work, research that they've actually put into what they're doing. You know, and I'm not taking any credit away from any of the other sort of historical ancient world mods or anything out there, but a lot of them, I think, a little bit like Creative Assembly, just trying to you know, throw a product together and get it out there, whereas EB's more sort of, I guess, like Blizzard. They take their time, and it's like, hey, it'll be done when it's done, because we're not going to release like a rubbish product. So that's always pretty cool.
Antano e Poron. Thanatos e Gustode.
Taxis! Ecumainete!
Wait for a little bit till our siege towers are done. Year in history. All right, guys, let's do it.
Harpoon!
So anybody who watched the very first episode of this, rather than episode 1.A, but actual episode 1, where I tried to siege Sinop and storm the city, it was an absolute butcher. I got absolutely slaughtered. It is definitely what you would call a Pyrrhic victory. We still managed to take the city, but it is what it is. So hopefully we do a little bit better with this one.
سواران کتبتوکا بباهان پاد بران بربند را بتاگید
Limakas! Limakas!
بباهان بزرگی. Epahan,
Boy,
Barón.
boy.
Roy Khora.
Ekioi Kozatai. Lokizete Breakonde.
And I would say it is time to bring the generals in. And that was certainly a lot more successful than the first siege battle that I had. You know, I think maybe possibly because I concentrated all my forces in the one sort of wall and gate. I don't know. But either way, it is what it is. So good victory. We're going to end the episode there, guys. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, smash that subscribe button, drop a like on this video, and leave your thoughts in the comment section. There is much more of this to come. So guys, thanks for watching today. Appreciate you supporting the channel. That said, hope everyone has an awesome day. This is the Down Under Gamer signing off.
Zeto!
Cheers.